Welcome to another episode of Data Star. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, do it now so that you never miss an update on a new episode. Let's jump into today's episode of Data Star.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Data Star. In this episode today, we are going to pick up another data scientist role at another exciting company that you would want to work with. And for today's analysis, what we have done is we have picked up a data scientist role at Amazon, and this role has been posted for its Hyderabad office. So let's jump into this role and let's see that what is Amazon looking for in a potential data scientist. And if you are wanting to become a data scientist in a top-notch company like Amazon, this analysis will give you a good idea about what the requirements for the role are, right? So what the company has done here is that it has given you a little bit about what company's mission is, that you would know that Amazon's mission is that we strive to be the world's most customer-centric company on earth. And what it is requiring for is, I'll just skip some of the details. You would be a part of Amazon's strategic and highly impactful finance and payroll technology projects, right? Amazon's finance, automation, payroll tech team has an opportunity for a seasoned data scientist whose experience illustrates a clear ability to create world-class machine learning systems to meet long-term payroll needs. So this is very clear from the beginning itself, the team that is hiring for this data scientist role. And as I always say, that do not just go by what domain the company is in. For example, here it is an e-commerce company. So please do not expect that the role will always be something to do with e-commerce. The role can be for one of the divisions of that company. That division can be, say, let's say supply chain, it can be ads, it can be payroll automation, it can be finance, it can be marketing, it can be many other roles and functions and departments. So that's why you need to know which division of the company is hiring for that particular role and whether you would actually be a good fit and would actually enjoy for this role. So this means that you should have some experience possibly in finance automation. And let's see if that is true. So at finance automation, what is finance automation? Here is what the company has given you a little bit about what they do in this function. So at finance automation, we are passionate about building systems and services that deliver a seamless and transparent finance experience for Amazon partners. We build, operate, and scale systems that are responsible for billions of dollars in transactions are central to the success of worldwide finance, right? So essentially what they are talking about is Amazon partners. So whether it is Amazon merchants or whether it is anyone else, possibly they are trying to automate the entire process from the vendor side point of view and from the partner side point of view as well, right? So let's look at how this works. As a data scientist at Finance Automation, you are a cell-driven leader with extensive experience in applying statistics and data science concepts to bring tangible benefits for global finance operations. Finance and payroll domain knowledge is a plus but not required. So they mentioned this, if you remember some time back, I mentioned that do you need to have a finance background to be able to crack this role? And what the company says here is it's a plus, but it is not required. That means if you have good data science background, they're not going to just reject you just because you do not have experience in finance and automation, right? So what you'd be doing. So you'd be working with finance and payroll stakeholders to understand the organizational goals, objectives, and pain points, identify key areas to drive machine learning initiatives, and define needle-moving business questions and success criteria. This is something which is very important for any data scientist. You should be able to identify key areas, right? If you're doing this, you will rise in data scientist role very, very fast. The second thing that you'd be doing is collect and analyze finance, HR, and payroll data across multiple isolated systems, derive actionable insights from large volumes of heterogeneous data. So what essentially you are doing here is you're collecting and analyzing finance, HR, and payroll data from different systems. So Amazon might have different systems and you might need to get data from these different what I call data sources and merge them to be able to get your different insights so into one integrated platform. Third thing that you will need to do is create reliable and maintainable code to build regression, classification, clustering, and anomaly detection system. So what the company has given here is that they have done a little bit of a twist. They are not saying that you should know these machine learning algorithms. What they are expecting you to know anyway is that you should know this, but you should be able to create and reliable and maintainable code. So you should know how to do that. So best practices basically is something what they are wanting you to know. And as a data scientist, if you're currently learning data science, you should try to learn these best practices, and you should research on this immediately after this video. Work closely with software engineers to develop data ingestion, visualization, and productionize your model. So essentially, as a data scientist, since you will need to put these machine learning models into production, how would you do that? You would do that through software engineers. So you should be able to direct your software engineers to be able to work on these production systems. Apart from that, you would need to partner with finance analysts and payroll managers to deploy and test machine learning systems with your statistical models at the core. Automate feedback loops, tune and improve the models in production. Right. So this is bare minimum expected from the role, because it is focused on finance. You need to close working relationship with finance analysts and payroll managers. Next is train non-tech stakeholders and partners to effectively use the machine learning system, set the right expectations on model limitation, and prove business value. In the end, what you need to do as a data scientist is you need to push this into real world, and maybe a lot of time the people who are using this are Amazon partners. So Amazon partners should see what is the benefit of actually using them, and they will get to see the benefit if you're training them. So that's what you are also expected to know, that to bridge this gap between data science in principle, in action, and in real world, what is the value that the real world, that the end stakeholders are getting. Next is create and maintain business and technical artifacts such as requirements, documentation, use cases, performance evaluation, and model matrices. This is what you're expected to do. Learn and utilize AWS technologies and Amazon machine learning system to effectively work with terabytes of data. So you should be ready to get your hands dirty with TBs of data using AWS, right? So if you have understanding of AWS, if you come from a technical background, this I believe is a good add-on as well. However, it's not a mandatory thing to have, but it's a good add-on to have. Yeah. Now, let's look at the basics. So this was the job responsibilities shared in this particular role. Now let's look at the basic qualification for this role. The basic qualification for this role is you should have a bachelor or master's degree in statistics, applied maths, operation research, economics, engineering, or related quantitative field with 5 years of working experience as a data scientist. So what they are saying is that even if you have a BE, BTech, ME, MTech kind of degree, that's fine, but you need to be working as a data scientist for 5 years. So yes, Amazon does have very high entry barriers, and that's why these kind of jobs are not the best fit for people who are coming straight out of a data science program. So if you're undergoing the GCD program or the GCDI program right now, and you expect that you would be able to crack a data scientist role at Amazon, and you are currently working, let's say, in TCS, right? That is a very big stretch. However, if you're already working in Amazon, if you know about Amazon processes, systems, if you've done some kind of predictive analytics, if you work for an Amazon competitor like Flipkart, and if you've done data analytics, right, I think this is a great fit for you. So apart from that, what the company mentions is that you should have in-depth knowledge on supervised and unsupervised machine learning algorithms, right, including classification, clustering, and regression. You would see that these three words, classification, clustering, and regression, are mentioned in most of the roles. So be very, very well versed with this and pay more attention when you are attending the next class. Next is experience building production systems with statistical analysis, data modeling, regression modeling, and forecasting time series analysis and deep learning neural networks. So you need to know how to build production systems and how to take them live. Next is experience in coding using one or more programming languages such as R, Python, MATLAB, and Spark to build machine learning models. So if you're already learning Python, that's a great add-on. But if you know R, I think that's a great add-on as well, because apart from Python, you satisfy two requirements for this role. And if you come from a big data background, Spark is already mentioned for you here. Next thing the company mentions here is that you should be skilled in manipulating and processing data using libraries such as scikit-learn, pandas, and NumPy. If you have been undergoing the first 4 months of the program, you would have already worked on some of these libraries and packages, and you should have demonstrated experience in SQL or NoSQL data modeling, right? So if you come from SQL background, that's a great plus point as well. So next thing that the company mentions here in the JD is experience processing, filtering, and representing large quantities of data. Amazon, as you would know, and as you would have seen sometime back above, is you'll need to sometimes work with terabytes of data. You should be able to filter out this data, process this data to get relevant insights. And you should be able to design for performance, scalability, and availability. That's also very important. Yeah, because in big company like Amazon that operates at such mammoth level, there is no dearth of data. But you should be able to build your systems to scale and to be able to deliver at large scale data ingestion. Next is you should have the ability to distill informal customer requirements into problem definition, dealing with ambiguity and competing objective. This is what the company has also mentioned, and this is typically what is mentioned in every data science role, right? So last is obsession with quality, operational excellence, and customer experience. In the end, Amazon's goal is that they want to be world's most customer-centric company, and that's why you would be asked and quizzed in the interview for sure about your customer centricity. What have you done so far to demonstrate that you really care about the customers that you serve? Now, these are the basic qualifications that Amazon has listed to be able to succeed and be shortlisted for this role. Right? The preferred qualification, which is a good to have an add-on, is this passion to dive deep to resolve problems at their root, looking for failure patterns, amenable to long-term solutions by simplification. Next is experience in AWS is a huge plus. As we mentioned some time back, as a data scientist working in Amazon, since Amazon has a great machine learning platform through Amazon AWS, if you know, this is a great value add. You should have functional knowledge of AWS platforms like SageMaker, S3, Glue, DynamoDB, and Redshift. These are some of the tools that Amazon provides for developers. Exposure to finance and payments domain is a plus, as was mentioned above. And deep understanding of data, application, server, and network security stack, and experience with Agile or Scrum methodology as well, right? So these are the requirements of the role. This role is a great fit for someone who comes from a competitor company of Amazon, who has experience in working on machine learning and implementing machine learning in large scale systems, and who has some experience in finance and being able to appreciate and understand finance related challenges, whether in an e-commerce setup or any payments kind of setup. If you work for a company like Razorpay, PayU, any of the payments gateway company, that's also pretty good. If you work for any other bank as well, right, you might be working with HSBC, JP Morgan, Barclays, Wells Fargo, DBS, etc. That's a good advantage as well. You should have knowledge of tools, etc. This is what Amazon has said. And more importantly, please remember that companies like Amazon have very high standards for recruitment, and that's why you should take your preparation to the next level, so that even if you're not able to crack a company like Amazon right away, you are ready to do that in another couple of years, till the time you get your hands dirty in data science in another company that has lower entry criteria. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you love this analysis. My goal of these analysis is to keep you on top with what the industry wants today in data science role. This is a one of a kind of initiative. I hope you would have loved this video as well. Thank you very much for watching, and look forward to seeing you in another video.